So, yes, welcome to another video. This one is going to be a short one about where to get cheap clothing, basically, or, well, not necessarily cheap clothing, but I'd say nice pieces. Basically, it's going to be a quick guide to where I buy my clothing in general, and what I've done recently while I've been studying, kind of what I found out what is the best way to buy and where to buy, of course. So there are some different ones. The obvious one, the first one I'm going to start with, is of course thrifting. This is the cheapest option, and also I think it's one of those. It's also one of the options that takes out the most time, because you have to, I think for you to have a good kind of thrift haul, you need to first of all be kind of setting your mind on what you're looking for, and then afterwards when you go in, you have to go to several thrift stores. At least we have to do that here in Denmark, because apparently people are quite good at thrifting in Denmark, so they usually find what some of the nicer pieces, and if you're just looking for something kind of basic, thrifting is definitely the way to get the cheapest pieces, and I think it's a super efficient way and also environmentally friendly way to kind of utilize the clothing that others have been using. And an example of what I bought from thrifting is my Bruuns Bazar trousers that I've been using like a ton. They go with almost everything, and they have this wider fit, which I really like. This wider bottom, kind of straight fitted, super nice trousers. Found those thrifting, such a nice find. So that's an example of what you can find. So that's number one, thrifting. The second is of course some of these secondhand stores. You can find some professional secondhand stores. I think they have. You can find those in almost every big city in the world, around the world. Of course, there are some mentionable ones around. I won't really go into that. I'll do that in another video, perhaps. Which kind of secondhand stores to go to. And then the third option is of course the secondhand online shopping, which is more like Grailed, Depop, and then there's also kind of intertwined with that the fourth option, which is Facebook groups, or just buying off your people you know, relatives, something like that. So I think in general I've been most successful with buying on Grailed, because on Grailed you can find a lot of nice items. Some of them are also ridiculously highly priced. They are almost above retail, some of them. But if you're good, and if you spend just a bit of time searching through the different options on Grailed, you'll be able to find some super nice pieces. Yeah, I found a few. My Ami sweater, some different pants. My Balenciaga derbies I actually bought off Grailed, brand new, half price from retail. Yeah, the list basically goes on. There's quite a lot. And then there's I've never actually bought anything off Depop. I might have to try that sometime. Of course, there's also the Facebook groups. I think that's another one. If you're in one of the big streetwear or fashion groups, there will always be people posting. And if you're relatively active there, you'll kind of just randomly stumble upon some nice clothing. I think that's another option. But for me, what works best is going on Grailed and just kind of setting your grails and waiting for them to drop in price. And then you just tap in and buy them when you think like, okay, this price level is too ridiculous. Or you can go on and write to some of the sellers and ask them, kind of make them go down in price. Negotiate a bit, use your marketing skills. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can negotiate a bit. I think that's a good way to get a more fair price for you. So just a quick video. I might be exploring this further, more in depth later with every option, but this is just basically what you have for now. Yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. Just a quick video. Hope to see you soon again.